Good morning, good morning. Hope everybody's doing well. All right, welcome. Happy Friday. Today is Friday, September 3rd, 2021, and my name is Dark Pool Algo. I am a smart money, dark pool, and block trade algorithm software analyst, and we are going to find some plays to rip today. It is Lotto Friday. Also, don't lose your ass on a Friday. We do not lose our ass on a Friday. Got it? Okay. All right, a couple things here. I got to finish getting set up. I am running a few minutes behind, and I am ending this at 6 o'clock, maybe 6:05. I've got a previous commitment. I'm going to be streaming for the Bullish Bears, so I got to get in there and get set up with them. Okay, a couple things to note. Everything is going to... Sorry. Morning, sunshine. Wakey, wakey. Eggs and bakey. Yeah, so... non-farm payroll report is going to really move the market. If it's positive, or jobs report. If it's positive, expect ripping. If it is negative, then expect the opposite of ripping, which is fading. I wanted to check out a couple things real quick, and then we'll get going. If you have any questions, comments, plays that you want to look at, help me source that information. Get those put in the chat as soon as possible. Okay. Looking at ES on the 4-hour. Yes, toss is going to be a laggy POS today. I can already tell it. One thing is important. I read somewhere last night on Twitter that one of the clearinghouses is increasing the minimum account deposit from 10,000 to 250. If that's true, that would require any of these short funds, is I guess the best way to call them, short funds, to immediately deposit a bunch of cash. If that's the case, look for the short squeezes to go bananas. All right, the numbers are out, and let's see. Look at that. I'm going to check the news, and we'll see what happened. All right, well, news hasn't hit the wire yet. Let's see what's going to happen here. All right. I hate screwing around with these charts every morning. So this is the ES futures extended hours data. Oh my god, look at that squeeze. Holy cow. So we have a massive squeeze set up on the lower time frames. If that pops to the upside, we can go after more all-time highs. However, if it pops to the downside, then we've got quite a ways to drop back to monthly point of control right at, I think 4,500 is the point. Let's check out SPX real quick. Yeah, so toss is super laggy. Yes, I'm definitely going to look at Zoom and woof. AMD popped up overnight, right? Massive pop back into the 4-hour mid, trying to break 4-hour top. So keep an eye on Zoom. As you can see, my toss is just not giving me the data that I need. All right, SPX does not trade overnight pre-market. Let me try one more thing here real quick. I may have to switch to a different chart setup, which is gonna suck. All right, so see that giant wick? That is stop killer. So it really, they just manipulated the heck out of this. They took out all the stops to the downside and all the stops to the upside. So based on, yeah, this is just it's going to be interesting. We're currently resting at the daily cloud top. If we are to break that, then let me just see. Let me get over to 4 hours, turn on some extended data. Yeah, my machine is super duper laggy, which is not so bueno. It always happens on a Friday, though. It always happens on a Friday. All right, so looking at this, let me just throw some levels on there. All right, we're looking to take out Alright, so we started this week here. Is this Monday? No, this is Monday. So looking Monday, pre-market HOD. Yeah, 4,500 is... Alright, so this is the level if we have bad numbers. If we have good numbers, then we're going to go up about 35 points. So there's that one. Seriously? Can you believe how laggy this is? I can't. It's ridiculous. It's incredible how they can function as a company while providing their customers this horrible service. All right, so we're still waiting for the numbers to hit. They should be coming out pretty soon. In the meantime, I'm going to switch over to the Smart Money Dark Pool and Block Trade software. If you're new to the stream, welcome. I really appreciate you joining me on this morning. All I ask in return is you got to hit that like button, subscribe, turn on notifications. I'm going to go ahead and pause while you do that real quick. All right, let's go. All right, this is the Smart Money algorithm software. Purple line is the Algo. White is price action. Red lines are regular block trades. Blue lines are dark pool block trades. If you see me draw a white line, Lazaro is going to draw a line. I'm just kidding. We have an inside joke going on with that. But basically what happens is we have a dark pool print and a regular block trade that prints so close to each other, I can't separate them out. So I'll just throw a white line on there. Those are very important levels to keep an eye on. Okay. Yellow that you see is obviously my markup and directional stuff. Okay. With that being said, I want to look at Zoom. Not Zoom. I want to look at Zoom. Just the Zoom. I want to check out Baidu, Baba, Tesla, Roku, and Google. So Tesla had some news come out. More delay with their... Oh, shoot. Yep, news came out. Shit's dropping. Okay. We got some bad numbers. Bum, bum, bum. Seriously? I don't know why this thing keeps turning off. It's really irritating the crap out of me. All right, so I'm assuming that the numbers hit and they came out negative. Let's see what the news has to say. Nothing yet. This is ridiculous. All right, I gotta move this over here, and I don't really need that up. I'll just move it down here, whatever. So immediate drop on the ES and the NQ. Looks like we may have dipped, so an initial flush to we may go long today. I haven't heard any news yet, but AMD is dropping like a rock. Let's see if I got any. All right, so U.S. average hourly, so jobs report. Unemployment 8.8, or underemployment rate. Ooh. All right, unemployment rate 5.2 versus 5.4, so less unemployment, higher average hourly earnings. Update, I mean, these are good numbers. All right, so we got good numbers, but we sold off. So I'm just keep an eye on that. Oh, hey, Ja. Yes, I'll do snow. Okay. All right, so remind me to do snow. Okay, looking at Zoom. So Zoom came in. And unfortunately, it's choppy. I believe that they've got a pinning level, and it's either going to be 295 or 300. So I'm just looking for Zoom to jump up and kiss 300 for about 5 minutes. That's all I really need. Just 5 minutes. And then next week, it can go ahead and start making its additional move to the upside. All right, so good. We have good numbers, but seems to be dropping. Okay, just keep an eye on it. I would prefer everything takes a dump right now so that when we at the open, we don't have a gap and crap. We've got a gap fill to do. So that's just my personal opinion. Okay, I'm looking at Zoom here. Like I said, I feel like Zoom's going to be, they've got a number that they're going to pin it at. And I think that number is going to be 295, possibly 300. We do have that regular block trade coming in at 295.98. We broke above it once for a second, got smacked back down to the regular at 292, and we're just trying to get back above it. I'm invested in Zoom, so I'm hoping that it does maintain this uptrend that it's in. Kind of a little bit of a wedge, right? A little wedge breakout is what we're looking for. The algorithm is pretty much net buying. It is choppy though, so while it's making a little bull flag here. See that? Any break of this algo to this upside, and I believe we get a launch. That may be into next week. However, we may rip and dip this morning. The algo's forming a bull flag, price action's in a wedge. Any sort of a breakout, I think that we can rip into next week. However, that all depends on what the market does today. So ES sold off 20 or 15 points. It dropped 15 points relatively quickly. It's trying to make a rebound right now. If it can close the next 3 bars on the 1 minute, then it's a successful recovery. Contrarian, if it doesn't hold, then look for a move back down to 4,500. Okay, Baidu. Looking at Baidu, it is trading with price action. This bearish divergence finally played out. I hope we do have a regular block trade level that came in at 165.86. I'm looking for a break above that. Okay, next week's contracts are pretty decent. Also, remember we have a short week next week. What that means is that we're not open on Monday. Unfortunately, yeah, I hate long weekends. I really do. I get antsy on Sunday and I start trying to trade crypto, and that's not the best thing for me. I don't know what's going on with my little level here, but the algo is trading with price action again. The bearish divergence appears to have been played out. We do have very sloping overall uptrend. The algo has failed to make higher highs and higher lows, so we got to keep an eye on that, right? See that the algo is doing one of these, right? It's in its own little channel. I need this algo to break out of its downward channel and continue to move upwards. Price action, double bottom hopefully, and not gap fill. Oh, ES just went red. Slight recovery. This would be on the ES. This would be the bar. If this current bar turns bearish, this is a classic shorting pattern, and I can't really show you the data. I don't have a 1 minute chart, do I? Maybe I do over here. Maybe I can use... Yeah, so everything's pretty much dropping, right? All the big boys. Wow, time is flying today. It's crazy. All right, see what I'm talking about? So we're back into the daily cloud. Excuse me. Negative MACD. We dipped off the daily bottom here. 45.31. So we're looking bounce, 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 up, and continue to the downside. Contrarian, if this level is a reversal level here, or if we flag right here for a minute, could be a bear flag. We haven't really... I'm still waiting for the news. Maybe we get news over here. I mean, we have support, right? We're in the daily cloud. We've got the 4-hour mid. All right, so the U.S. adds 235,000 jobs. Here's a chart that shows what's about to happen in the jobs market. Let's see. Do you see the chart? I don't see the chart. I don't see anything. Ooh, Reddit's coming out with a public offering. Send it. For sure. The Nikkei is up. Oh, hey. And Treasury yield edged up 1.31%. So if bonds are increasing, the market's going to fail. Just keep that in mind. That's a good rule of thumb. Good rule of thumb. Added 235,000 non-farm jobs in August, about 500,000 positions below estimates. That's why it is right there. So unemployment failed, but nobody got a new job. Does that make sense? So now people are unemployed and not working. Or less people are unemployed, but basically I think that's because benefits ran out. So they're just saying that nobody's filed for new ones because the federal the federal unemployment benefits are no longer available. So probably everybody's benefits ran out, so there's no more. So that's why they decrease in unemployment numbers. But since there's no new jobs being filled, yeah, that's shitty. I'm bearish on the market today. Okay. Let's see. So yeah, they were forecasting 750,000 jobs filled. We only got 235. So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, so just play two things. Okay. Look for relative outperformers. So if the market's tanking, look for stocks that are moving up. Don't get sucked into them long term though, because right, if they're outperforming the market, then I think that's money shifting out of falling positions into rising positions. Yeah, just stay careful today. Don't leave your ass on a Friday. Read the title of that stream. All right, I'm looking at Myrna. Oh, I got some positions I'm worried about here. Okay. Moving on to Baba, and I lost my chat. Sorry, I apologize. There we go. Yeah. All right, now I've got the chat. All right, so Baba trading with price action. We've got a dark pool cluster that's just keeping Baba up. I believe I saw somewhere that China's going to start its own stock market. Sound right? Something like that. We have a white line for Baba coming in at 172.18. 172.18 is the point for Baba. A break below this, and I anticipate gap fill down to here. Contrarian, if we can get through these dark pool levels and break 174, then we start getting a little bit easy. Right, so there's the range. If we can get above that range, then we start moving in chunks to 175, 177, etc. I haven't checked Baba this morning to see if it's up or down, so this data may just be completely inaccurate at this point. However, the algo is sloping down, bringing price action with it, looking for recovery or some sort of reversal. It did close flat, which is an indication that it may turn to the upside. So we're going to keep an eye on that this morning. As far as the algo is concerned, check in on Zoom here. Zoom did have, we're looking for a 50-200 crossover on the 15-minute. We do have stack positive moving averages. As soon as that 200 gets below the 50, I think it's going to be a more positive sign for Zoom to go long today. However, we do got to take out pre-market odds at 296. Moving on to Baba, not BB. We're looking at Baba. Okay. It looks like that little, we got an initial recovery off of the horrible numbers. We did drop down, so we gapped down a little bit. We're trying to come back up and fill that gap. This 169 level, right, has always been pretty significant for Baba. I'm looking at, looks like it's holding. I'm not super thrilled with this 50-200 SMA crossover. This has become more bearish now. So to the downside, 166. To the upside, 172 possibly. All right, not super bullish on Baba anymore. We hit the 200, or we reverted to the mean like I talked about earlier this week. This may be a pullback to support for continued move to the upside next week. Very ugly pattern here. Like, it's not really a pattern. There's no, like, this was a parabolic pattern setup, but it failed. Whenever you get a pop, plateau, the next one is usually parabolic. However, it got stuffed. So that's Baba. Tesla. Looking at Tesla, they had some news come out today about their delaying the truck again, which is fine because I think Lucid has a better vehicle. Speaking of Lucid, let me check in on them real quick. Alright. Lucid needs to just continue ripping. So, as far as Tesla is concerned, we have a dark pool level that we got stuffed by. That came in at 739.34. So break of 740, we ripped to 750. We got a regular block trade level at 734, 733-ish area. That's support resistance, right where we closed. The Algo is not doing us any favors. It is trading with price action, so, and it is at the bottom of its little, like, I don't know if I want to call this, right? See Algo playing games with us here. That's a very nasty range. I'm looking for the Algo to curl up and move to the upside. Contrarian, if we do, the Algo does break down below this level here, right? Then I think that Tesla could come back and test some. Tesla can come back and test some previous lows. So yeah, Tesla, interesting. We had a request for snow and wolf. Wolf, I like wolf. I'm gonna look at DraftKings and plug for sure. I'm in plug already, so that'll help me out. All right, snow. It sounds just a beast. Like, it's just a beast. We have a white. Check this out. We have a snow line. That's awesome. 299.15. We have a regular and a dark pool level. They're on top of each other, creating a snow line. Not the kind of line Lazario is thinking about, but it's a snow line. Algo's trading with price action. Algo's making higher highs, higher lows. I'm generally bullish on this. Bull flag closing into the end of the day. Snow can go either direction. Let's check out. All right, I got time for. All right, I'm not gonna be able to check out the options chain. I'm just not gonna have time. So the Algo is steadily buying. Snow is maintaining this long term. Look at this. This is a gorgeous trend line. Right? Trend line to bull flag. Algo curled-ish. Keep an eye on that level. If it curls up, I think Snow could rip. Contrarian, if it breaks down and it sucks, we'd pin at 300 for the week. Wolf, consolidating Algo, range-bound trading. Sorry, that's just what it is. Wu-Tang pattern reversal on the 15-minute chart. If we can get a break above the Algo line here, right? Algo is, I mean, it's generally bullish, right? However, this is consolidation. Oh, come on. I clicked right there. This is consolidation on an Algo, which is totally coincides with this regular block trade level at 21.94, 21.28, dark pool level at 21.15. Now, keep in mind that this has been range-bound trading for the last week or so. We did pop up above, came back. We are making the Wu-Tang pattern reversal. However, it needs to get up and above the Algo to be complete. 1, 2, right? This needs to be this extended move, and I like it. Donkey Kong. No, I'm just kidding. DraftKings. All right, we're doing all right on time. So DraftKings, we're doing. The market is, or the Algo is pretty much bullish. Price action's trading with the algorithm. The Algo is maintaining its uptrend. A little bit of a W there. Let's see, what else can I say? It looks like we've got. Looks like we got a pretty decent trend line that we're maintaining. This is a longer term flag. Look for the flag breakout. Look for the Algo to continue to push upwards. We don't have any block trade levels really within a decent. Well, I don't believe DraftKings moves $5 a day, but support at 56.93 regular block trade level. That was also the gap area, so if it has to come down and fill that gap, yeah, the market recovered nicely off of the news. So there is a gap that needs to be filled at some point right here. This little gap needs to be filled at some point, but I don't think it's going to happen today. Maybe in a couple weeks. Just checking in back on ES and NQ. They absorbed that news pretty well. AMD, after its initial drop down to the 50% retracement, is on its way back up to 109.61. It had a nice pop up overnight, so I'm looking for a pin at 110 for AMD. Checking out Plug. This isn't the best looking chart for Plug. I'm bullish on it though. However, the Algo is basically trading with price action, and it's trying to pull price down. All right. And if I zoom in, you'd be able to see it. But let me mark some levels up here. We have a block trade level coming in at 27.22. It's had an issue getting over that. I'm in this position, so yes, I can attest that it's been a pain in the butt. We have a snow line, right? Well, I can't. We have a snow line at 26.15. Right, there's a gap that's going to have to be filled, and I'm a little concerned about it coming back and filling that gap. It's not making the best looking pattern here. It could be either inverse head and shoulders or head and shoulders. Right, we'll know today. If it cannot take out this level here, right, I'm going to consider it head and shoulders, and you want to short below that level. That's the neckline. Okay. That's Plug. We did Wolf. We did DraftKings. We did Snow. We did Zoom. PLTR and Skills. You guys, like, we're not finding any divergence charts. Skills, bearish, maintain support. I think this is a head fake. I feel like the skills to 1075. Okay. The markup's the same on skills as it was yesterday. No algo change. Right. This is bearish. This is support. More support. I feel like we're gonna do one of these. We're gonna come back and test 10, 12, possibly 11. PLTR. I'm not impressed with the algo. It has not broken its little weird channel that it's in. The algo's making lower lows and lower highs. This is bearish. There's just too many blocks for us to get through on. I don't even like this. Let's just do this, okay? And I gotta run. There's a snow line. There's white lines. There's an 80s song about that. It's a pretty good song. All right, 2620, white line. 2590, white line. Very psychological level. Right, a break at that. I mean, this is just ugly. Chop fest. There's cleaner charts. I don't even want to talk about it. Damn SPX. All right, so SPY and the NQ are back to closing. Well, the NQ is back to its closing high. Is this a longer term fake out breakout? Because Nvidia seems to be rejecting the 4-hour bottom. All right, I'm gonna keep an eye on it. I've got to run. PII. All right. Welcome to the stream. PII. All right. We don't have any block trades to speak of in the last 11 days. The algo is in a bullish divergence uptrend. Okay. So the algo is pretty much steady net buying. Come on. Right. The algo, as long as it continues to make, right, if it breaks that higher high, then I think it will continue to pull price action up. I don't like how it's curled down, so I'd like it to turn back around, kind of like it did here. Right, would look for another one of those moves. very weak support, double bottom, right? This looks like we have a gap. So that's previous low. And then there's a gap that needs to be filled. I mean, I'm not really seeing a clear technical pattern here. Maybe, possibly a little channel. I think we've got room up to previous highs. So if that algo can curl back around and move back up, I think it will price action back up with it. There is some divergence that has to be played out, right? Yeah, just keep an eye on it. Give it a couple days. All right, that's it. I got to run. All right, last one. I have to go. RCL. I got you. We're good. It's all right. We're good. RCL. Real creeping. Okay. So we have the algo is in a bullish uptrend. It's making higher lows and higher highs. It's very subtle. It's not clearly defined, right? It's not this kind of divergence here that we just looked at. There is some minor divergence. It's trading with price action. It curled up at the end of the day, so this is bullish, right? As far as like, this is weird support. We have a regular block trade at 83.92. For me to be interested in taking a position in RCL, we'd need to break that. We'd need to break above 83.92 for a continued move to the upside. So this gap got filled, right? 1, 2, 3, 4 attempts at it. I mean, it's starting to squeeze really, really hard. So RCL, I have to look at the chart on this one. Sorry. Yeah, it's flagging right now on the daily. Squeeze, flag. Squeeze, flag. Not super thrilled with the 50 being below the 200, but it's riding the 200 SMA. Depends. I guess depends on where you get in. Right? 80 to 83, pullback, stack positive moving averages. Everything's lined up on the 15-minute chart. Looking for that squeeze to curl around and release. Like I said, for me, 83.42 break for long, as far as like where we could go long. Sorry, 83.95. I'm targeting 85. So there's a $1 move there. Okay. Thanks for joining me once again. My name is Zaro. It's not going to happen today. I'll talk to you offline and get you set up, but we'll talk after this. Thanks for joining me once again. My name is Dark Pole Algo. I'm here every morning, Monday through Friday, an hour before the open. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, anything, let's source that info in the comments section below. I'm going to start doing a daily recap video. I think that's a good place for us to start looking at plays going into the next day. So with that, I'll ask in return, just hit that like button, subscribe, turn on the notifications so that you can know when we start putting out these videos. I'm going to start cranking these bad boys out. Let's go. Have a safe day. Stay safe. Stay green. Look for the head fakes. Don't get suckered into nothing. Don't lose your ass on a Friday. You have one job to do, and that's to keep your seat at the table, and we'll see you on Tuesday. Sorry, market's closed on Monday. Get into some Bitcoin or some crap like that.